Hello, my name is Karla Jackson and I work in the finance office at First United Methodist Church. And I'm here to bring the good word. You know, in our world today, we can find a lot of things to worry about, can't we? Many of us experience stress, anxiety, and worry on a daily basis. And evidently, we are not alone. It seems that every week a new book or video comes out telling us how to cope with stress or how to overcome our anxiety. And in no time, it becomes a bestseller. But in Matthew 6:25 of the Bible, I believe Jesus has the best advice about worry. He says, simply put, don't worry. I'm sure you're familiar with the scripture. I'm going to read a short passage. That is why I say to you, don't worry about living, wondering what you're going to eat or drink, or what you're going to wear. Surely life is more important than food, and the body more important than the clothes you wear. In this passage, Jesus was speaking to men and women who had left their former lives and basically everything they owned to follow him. They had reason to worry about the basic necessities, but he's telling them, and he is telling us today, don't worry. I do not believe that Jesus is encouraging us to abandon our responsibilities or to live a thoughtless life, but instead I think he is warning us against worry. Worry takes all the joy out of living. You know, many times we have worried ourselves to distractions about something that never happened, or when it did happen, the outcome was nothing like what we imagined. So worry is essentially useless. Jesus is saying, don't let worry distract you from what is really important. But when so much is going on around us, it really is hard. It can be difficult to remain stress-free. So how does Jesus advise us to defeat worry? In verse 3:3, he says, above all, constantly chase after the realm of God's kingdom and the righteousness that proceeds from him. I like that this translation uses the word chase. When we truly love something, we chase after it. It drives out every other concern. It inspires our daily living. And it dominates every area of our life, basically. So to defeat worry, we have to constantly chase God and his kingdom. We have to put him first. We have to reorder our priorities to place the things he values above all of our earthly concerns. We have to concentrate on accepting and doing his will and trust that he will provide everything we need. Remember, God gave us life. So we can certainly trust him for the things which are necessary for that life. I want to share a piece now by Irma Bombeck. She wrote this right after she learned that she had cancer, right after her diagnosis. And it reminds us that instead of worrying, we need to cherish the things that are really important. It's entitled, If I Had My Life to Live Over. I would have gone to bed when I was sick instead of pretending the world would go into a holding pattern if I wasn't there. I would have talked less and listened more. I would have invited friends over to dinner even if the carpet was stained and the sofa was faded. I would have taken the time to listen to my grandfather ramble about his youth. I would never have insisted the car windows be rolled up on a summer day because my hair had just been styled and sprayed. I would have sat on the lawn with my children and not worried about grass stains. There would have been more I love yous and more I'm sorries. But mostly, given another shot at life, I would seize every minute, look at it, really see it, live it, and never give it back. I hope you were blessed by this in some way today. And remember, God will provide